Can you do that? Good afternoon, Mr. Gunter. You were arrested for grand theft and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's at the store ripping off tags to the merchandise. The value of the merchandise, $2,465.94. So when the police saw him, he ran. There's probable cause for the charge. What store is this, State? You didn't give me a stay away from the store.
I think there is one Judge Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, I don't see his stay away order. Did I give it to you by accident?
I have my notes here that we did send one, Judge.
Oh, here it is. I found it, sir. You are ordered to stay away from the Dick's Sporting Goods store at 7239 North Kendall Drive in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. You understand, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm setting a bond.
Judge, Mr.
It's-
Gunter does not have funds for a bond. He does have a place to stay with the mother of his child. Would you?
He could see a judge in 20, and this is too much. Setting a bond.
Petty theft from 6/4 this year.
Bond is $2,500.
Count two?
Count two is 500. Oh, he has a lot of priors, I see.
He does.
$2,500, count two. Good day, sir.
Your Honor, 2,500 and 500?
Yes, ma'am. And stay away from Dick's Sporting Goods. Next we have is Everett Bush. Page 12. We saw the co-defendant earlier. Good afternoon, Mr. Bush. You were arrested for armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charge. He showed the victim a rifle and stole his lawnmower. So you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, whose initials are WT. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing, holding you with no bond. You will see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set the final hearing on the state's motion. Have a nice day. No bond. Pursue, and I'll see the judge tomorrow. Pretrial detention order. No, I think I'll just put these here. It's here to grab them. Next is Alexander Brown.
On his 3 bench warrants, they gave him a $1 bond.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Brown. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied dwelling and criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So it's a case from July 10th in Miami Beach. Victim's out of town, apartment was vacant, no one's authorized to be in there. That's the window frame was removed and broken. And then there was a latent fingerprint that they found on the window frame. And it belonged to Mr. Brown, so there's probable cause for burglary to the unoccupied dwelling and criminal mischief. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, LH, and the victim's residence at 1227 Euclid Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. And no contact with the victim directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. Stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment. And count one is $7,500. Count two is $150. Have a good day, sir. Next is Keenan Williams. Page 13. Is Mr. Williams here?
The bond out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Jacobo Shagin. Mr. Hakobo again is next. Sir, good afternoon. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance and then, I guess, lewd and lascivious. This be conduct, exhibition, I don't know. I'll appoint the public defender's office for you. So this is during at 6:10 in the afternoon. He and his friend are committing lewd acts, I guess. Somebody's filming him. And he had meth on him. There's probable cause for the charge. He has fires. I'm setting a bond. Count 1 is $2,500 and count 2 is $150.
Your Honor, you said 150 on count 2?
Yeah, that's fine. Next on page 13, we have Alexander Lucas Perez.
Your Honor, he went to jail. Wait a minute. I have to wait till they bring back the card.
All right, I'll pass it. Habak Jacques is next. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for sexual battery and lewd and lascivious molestation. It's from October 1st of 2023. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. How old are you, 18?
18.
This happened at the time when he was a minor. So is this something that should go to back to juvenile court?
It's kind of a combined arrest form. You have to keep reading.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll find probable cause for the charge. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are MG. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, their home, school, and their home and school at all times. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, I do.
No contact with the victim. The state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. And I'm gonna have to grant it based on the nature of the charge. And so you'll see a judge tomorrow. It's gonna be no bond on count 1, and count 2 is $7,500. All right, have a nice day, sir. Is TGK back?
Yeah, we're gonna do number 44 on this one.
Okay.
I mean, 45.
You
44,
didn't-
44, Sanchez.
Calling up Francisco Sanchez, please. Page 15. Almost done. I hope. Is Mr. Sanchez ready? I thought I promoted him. Is Mr. Sanchez available to come to court? He has a hold for F-24 25529. Good afternoon, Mr. Sanchez. Do you speak English?
I do, ma'am, and I just gotta say you're the nicest judge ever. I love it when I saw you in WSBN. I'm not trying to marinate the
Oh,
situation.
And
Okay.
Mr.
Oh, God, I
Sanchez,
was going to
Mr.
smell like
Sanchez?
something.
So thank you, sir. Listen, you're here because you have a serious charge. It was a battery on a law enforcement officer and an assault charge. So I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. Your order to stay away from the alleged victim, I think it was a transit bus driver whose initials are MZ. No contact with that person, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by phone, or through third parties, and stay 500 feet away from their home, school, and place of employment. So I think there's probable cause for the charges. Unfortunately, you're out on felony bond, so there's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for your open case. And I'll set a bond. Count one, what do you want me to do? Count one will be $3,000, and count two is, for the assault, is $250. Have a nice day. You'll see the judge tomorrow. Okay, next case is Fernando Sotomilian.
Take the
Or
bond
Milan.
out.
Thank you. Then we have Ruben Rivera,
I don't find any bond.
hold for the division judge, F-25 3797.
Judge, I
So let
was
me-
told he refused. We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence as $1,000, count one, and 500, count two. Yeah, I tried getting the one yesterday to waive presence, they wouldn't. I don't miss one of the battery ones.
You worked yesterday?
Yeah. I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah, your lawyer yesterday had a PC argument for almost every single case. I kid you not. Some were good. She was actually a very good lawyer yesterday. I liked her. Maximilian Carlson, page 14. But Miss Corey, she didn't hold a candle to you, okay?
It's not, just not on the weekends though, right? When you
Yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Carlson, good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, felony battery, resisting an officer with violence, defrauding an innkeeper. And sir, can you afford to hire an attorney? I see you're from Nebraska.
Yeah, I can.
You can or cannot?
I can.
Do you want me to reset? Are you here on vacation?
His
Yes.
father's here, Judge.
Okay,
I can promote.
okay.
He's joining.
Thank you. Is the father want to be heard?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not his father. I'm his grandfather.
Oh, hello.
I just wanted to speak on behalf of Max from the point of view that not about his charges, but more about his condition. We've been on the lookout for Max for a while. This has been a blessing that not a blessing he got in trouble, but a blessing he got caught. He's got mental health issues. He's bipolar, he has schizophrenia. When he was prescribed with Adderall at the first time, which has been a while ago now, he was in Mexico and disappeared. We found him, brought him back. And then after that, he has been back at home, and then he started taking Adderall again, and now he got into a situation where he went down and was in Nashville, and then he ended up in Miami, and he ended up in trouble. Just want to know that he's got mental health issues, and because of his age, the family has been kind of handcuffed to do anything because he can make his own decisions at age 28. And it would be great to have the court maybe take control and get him into the right system that he's going to get some help. That's basically what I have to say. His father, by the way, is on his way. He's on an airplane right now. He's flying to Miami as we speak.
All right. So can he afford an attorney, or he doesn't have any money to pay for a lawyer?
I believe that he can afford attorney, yes.
All right. Mr. Carlson, are you working, sir?
I'm retired.
Not you, you're the grandson.
Oh, all right.
Mr. Max Carlson, are you working?
Yes,
What do you do? What kind of work?
I'm an optician.
You're an
Right.
optician,
Robert Max Opticians. No more.
and you're currently working?
Yeah, I'm just working for my computer.
Oh, okay. All right. So I will not appoint the public defender's office for you. Your father's coming down now, so he's gonna probably have to go to the jail and bond you out, okay?
All right.
Will you wait for your father, I guess?
Yeah, I'll wait for him.
Do you know his phone number, or do you need it?
I do know his phone number.
Okay. All right, so sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, whose initials are SR. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times, and stay away from the Opera House establishment at 1750 North Bayshore Drive in Miami, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order? You can't go to that location?
Where,
The
What-
Opera House, the place.
It's called, is that a bar? Let me see something.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're not staying there, right?
No.
Okay, you can't go to that bar. So anyway, count one, there's probable cause. Let me look at the battery. I'm sorry I didn't get that. There's probable cause for the charge. It says he actively resisted, grabbed officer, calls Adia by his neck, placed him in a head restraint, took the officer down to the ground, laid on top of him. Somebody tried to intervene. Tried to strike another officer. He's swinging both arms. All right. Okay. Count one, battery on a law enforcement officer is a $5,000 bond. Count two, the felony battery, I'm not sure what that is, state.
Judge, I'm reviewing. I was looking at the other battery. Judge, on the last, page 3 of 4, in the first full paragraph. It
Here we
indicates
go.
that the victim sustained an injury to his right hand, swollen to the point where he's unable to move it. Consistent with a fractured hand.
Okay, but it's only
Not an
probable cause.
officer, that's a civilian.
Right, it's probable cause for battery on count two unless they can verify it was in fact fractured. So count one is probable cause. Count two, probable cause for battery. It's a first degree misdemeanor. Count three, resisting an officer with violence is a $2,500 bond. And count four, defrauding an innkeeper is $150.
Judge, how much did you give count to the misdemeanor battery?
$1,000. So, sir, you're gonna have to bond out of jail. Make sure to keep all future court dates, and most importantly, stay away from the victim and stay away from the Opera House establishment. All right. Thank you for coming in for the grandfather. Good luck to you, Mr. Carlson.
Thank you very much.
Judge, we have Mr. Lucas Perez now.
Thank you.
Wait, passed.
Passed it.
Spanish interpreter, please. Yes, he's on
Thank you.
14.
Mr. Perez, Lucas Perez, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, resisting an officer without violence.
Señor Pérez, usted fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína y resistirse a un oficial sin violencia.
I'm not sure why I wasn't arrested for grand theft of the vehicle. Oh, it's a stolen tag, that's one. As he had a stolen tag on his vehicle.
También en su vehículo tenía una placa robada.
There's probable cause for the charge. Is he eligible for pretrial? Pretrial, what?
Resist, we don't take.
Oh, you don't take resisting without, sorry.
Your Honor, on his traffic, they gave him tap alternate $1 on each.
Okay,
We do tap on these, Judge?
I don't, all right. Tap alternate bond, count one, possession of cocaine is $2,500. Count two, resisting without is $500.
Posesión de cocaína es uno cargo por $2,500 de fianza y el otro resistirse también $2,500.
All right, have a nice day.
Que tenga buen día.
Next is Siobhan Givens, page 16. Okay, I had a chance to review the arrest affidavit. Anything you want to say, Miss Liberty?
Judge, I would just make the initial probable cause argument. My client was actually at work. He is employed as a security guard. He was in the building for a job. He came downstairs to get his car out. The two alleged victims did not have his car, even though he valeted there. An argument proceeded to happen. As far as the criminal mischief, I don't think there is any.
There's no
evidence.
value. There's no
Exactly.
value.
Thank you, Judge. So on that grounds, and if you're to go further into it, they specifically have to have evidence of the value. I go further as the PC as to the 3 separate counts of the aggravated assault with a firearm. This is all stemming from the same criminal episode to charge it 3 separate times. There was no actual discharge of the firearm. The firearm was not used with anybody. It was used to basically get the 2 gentlemen off of him. He was being attacked. He had the altercation with the 1 person. The second gentleman jumped him from behind. It would be a stand your ground argument, but we're looking at bond. So I would just argue it's 1 criminal episode. Charging for 3 separate counts is overcharging. The same with the misdemeanor. I would also say my client, I believe, does not have any priors. And looking at the purpose of the bond is to make sure he's showing up to court, making sure that he is not a threat to the community or a threat to the victims. I think he checks out on all of those. I would ask for the lowest amount of bond, if not release him on his own recognizance, Judge.
Your Honor,
Okay,
may I be heard?
sure.
With respect to count 1 of the A form criminal mischief, it does indicate here in the 4th paragraph of page 2 that the chair in the lobby that was damaged had a $2,000 value.
That's the value of the chair, not the value of the damages. And the gun shouldn't be armed because they were fighting and broke a chair or the blood spattered on it as well.
I'm not arguing that it's armed. I'm just arguing with respect to the value that's listed.
That's the value of the chair. You don't know what the damage value was.
With respect to counts 2, 3, and 4, Judge, there are 3 different victims here where a firearm was pulled and pointed at. Well, there's 2 that it was pointed at, Oliveros and Perez, both indicating that they felt fear for their lives and safety. That would be counts 2 and 3 of the A form. In the next paragraph, with respect to the 3rd victim, Maxine Diaz, who was also present when the firearm was pulled out, stating that he was in fear for his life and the valet workers' lives and safety. That would be count 4. And with respect to counts 5 and 6, misdemeanor battery, it's the state's position that the initial argument before the firearm was drawn, where they got into a fight, he was poking them in their chest with his fingers and grabbing them by their shirts. That would be the battery. And then the subsequent fight that ensued would be the battery for counts 5 and 6 of the A form before the court.
Okay. No, I think there's probable cause for counts 2 through 6. The interesting question, he went there to get his car and that nothing was never addressed. What happened to his car? Hopefully he had a valet ticket or a camera. You have to make a police report separately to get your car.
There is one other issue also, Judge, as he was leaving work, his employment, he had just been paid in cash. When not the people the incident was with, the police basically took the money off of him, and when he got to the jail looking at the inventory, said he did not have any cash. I know the state can't do much about it. I would just ask that we expedite the body cam. So I would think logically, if they remove that cash from my client's person, I should be able to see it on the body cam.
How much cash was it?
1,500, 1,500.
Counsel,
Okay.
I would not be the one to handle this going forward, but when this is addressed in division, it's assigned. I think that would be the prosecutor who you could speak to, who can order that for you when you demand discovery.
Or contact the Hyde and drop a subpoena on that hotel.
You could do that as well. But it would be likely the C-level attorney in Judge Brinkley's division who can help you with the expedited discovery.
Thank you.
All right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims, Brian Perez, Maxine Diaz, and Daniel Oliveros. No contact with those alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from their home, school, and place of employment at all times. Also, does he do work at the Hyde Hotel? Do you have to go back there for any reason other than to get your car?
Other than to get his car, he shouldn't have to, tell him he's going to have to take different jobs. He won't be able to work at that particular establishment.
Stay away from the Hyde Hotel at 121 Northeast 34th Street in Miami, Florida. If you have to go there to recover your car, go there with a police officer. All right? Your lawyer can help you resolve all that. Hopefully you have the valet ticket, or you got to pull the video that showed him pull up in that car. All right, that being said, I understand certain issues. Count 1, criminal mischief, is a second-degree misdemeanor. That's $150 bond.
So, Judge, I thought you found no PC as to count 1.
Oh, no probable cause for a felony, an F2 criminal mischief. There's probable cause for M2, second-degree misdemeanor criminal mischief, and that's $150 bond. Count 3, 4, and 5, there's probable cause for aggravated assault with a firearm. I'll split the bonds. Count 2 will be, count 2, I'll set that at $2,500. Count 3 will be $1,500, and count 4 is $1,000, so that's $5,000 total. Count 5 and 6, the battery, I'll set those at $500 each. So your total bond is, what's that, 6150, I believe.
65. What was your number, Judge?
$6,150. All right, sir, you have a good attorney. Listen to what she tells you, sir. Remember, go there, but if you have to try and get your car back, go with a police officer or file a police report that the car's been stolen.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Thank you. Yes, good day. Good afternoon. Was there somebody else first or no?
Yes, Stephanie Barando.
What did I do with that case?
You might have it in front of you. You had called it and then we.
Yeah, I know, and I put it down. I
Your
couldn't
Jenkins
find
case.
it. The story of my life, losing my uniforms. Did I give this back to you for Stephanie Barando? Did I hand that to you, Ashley, by accident? There's 2 A-forms.
Yes.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Is this Stephanie Barando? No.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Ashley? It's
Yeah.
Miss Tatiana Maya? Who is this?
Yeah. This is Tatiana Maya.
All right, ma'am, you were arrested for possession of crystal meth, a controlled substance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Is that a trafficking amount?
No, Judge.
11 grams of crystal meth. There's probable cause for the charge. They may charge as intent to sell, but I'll set a bond. Pre-trial, I'll give her, is she eligible for pre-trial? Yeah. Pre-trial alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day, ma'am. Now let me go back for Miss Stephanie Barando. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for two cases. One of them is possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Then there's another charge of introduction of the cocaine into the jail. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for all the charges. The one at the jail, she's hiding the bag of cocaine in her private area. So F 16026, count one is $2,500. Count two,
Judge, would you consider pretrial?
oh. Yeah, that's okay. Pretrial services alternate bond, 2,500 count one, 500 count two. And then the other case, pretrial alternate bond, $2,500. Have a good day. I'll order her in. Next is Brenda Amador. Miss Corey, any suggestions what we should do? Oh, this is not the one with the medical. Brenda Amador is next. She's out on probation. Hold for F 231242. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for possession of crystal meth and introduction of a controlled substance at the jail. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Okay, so I can split the bonds. Got the probation hold. F 16042 will be $1,000. And then the other case, F 16058 will be $1,500. Have a nice day, ma'am. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Catherine Varela is next. The reset medical case.
Judge, at this point, we'll waive her presence. If it's okay with you, and have any stay away orders read in division.
That's fine. So
All right, let's talk about that. We had quite the docket under Judge Mindy Glazer, and she handled it with her usual mix of directness, legal precision, and at times a surprising dash of humor. Whether dealing with a stolen lawnmower or a missing valet ticket, Judge Glazer kept the courtroom moving like a well-oiled machine. Let's start with Mr. Gunter, whose alleged escapade at Dick's Sporting Goods clocked in at over $2,400 in merchandise tags allegedly being ripped off like confetti. When confronted, he ran, which, well, rarely helps your case. Judge Glazer clearly wasn't impressed and promptly set bond at $2,500 for the main charge and $500 for resisting. Then there was Mr. Bush, accused of armed robbery with a rifle and the theft of a lawnmower. The seriousness of the charge led Judge Glazer to grant pretrial detention with no bond and a stern no-contact order. Alexander Brown followed with a burglary case involving a fingerprint on a broken window frame. Probable cause was found. An affirmed $7,500 bond was handed down for that charge, plus $150 for mischief. Next came Keenan Williams, whose charges, let's just say, landed on the more eyebrow-raising side, but were still handled with the same calm tone. Judge Glazer moved through the charges efficiently, including a methadone admission, and bond was set accordingly. Then we had a string of cases involving more serious or unusual elements. Francisco Sanchez offered a courtroom compliment calling. Judge Glazer, the nicest judge ever, but his charges involved battery on a law enforcement officer. Despite the flattery, the bond was set at $3,000, and he'll be facing his judge on a pending felony. Maximilian Carlson's hearing was especially compelling. His grandfather called in from Nebraska to explain a long history of mental health issues. Judge Glazer listened attentively and acknowledged the situation, making it clear that while the charges were serious, including battery on an officer and defrauding an innkeeper, Carlson's support system might help get him back on track. No public defender was appointed. given his ability to hire counsel, and bond was set with an understanding tone. Another standout case was the valet incident involving a defendant who claimed to have been attacked while trying to retrieve his car. His attorney argued persuasively for reduced charges, suggesting it was all one chaotic episode. The state, however, pointed to multiple victims and fear induced by a drawn firearm. Judge Glazer found probable cause for most counts, but notably downgraded the criminal mischief charge, demonstrating thoughtful parsing of legal standards. Throughout, she balanced seriousness with restraint, even when the defendant claimed $1,500 in cash went missing after his arrest. She reminded him of the proper discovery channels and even gave practical advice about retrieving the vehicle with police assistance. And of course, she made sure defendants understood the stay away orders and pretrial requirements clearly. From public defenders and prosecutors to interpreters and family members phoning in, this courtroom had everything: chaotic moments, technical arguments, emotional appeals, and even a bit of levity. But through it all, Judge Glazer was steady, respectful, and fair. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.